Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 8 of our playthrough on the Spillage map. We're playing on hard mode and we're playing as the Ironteeth faction. You can see we're in cycle 16, day 7, and we just have a 19-day bad tide ahead of us. So there's a couple of comments I would like to look at because you guys have been great at responding to this series. I love it. So we had a response on an earlier video from Laura Russo saying that I should use this as some sort of water processing system, and I agree with you. I'm just not sure how we come down here, don't we? That's how we do it. So what we might do is we might take this out, put some power wheels in. I'll probably do this first, put some power wheels in here, and I might move these back here so that it doesn't contaminate the little bit of land we have down here. So what I'm going to do is put it here, and we'll put some power wheels here and see what that looks like. We're probably only going to use the normal power wheels, but that's a good idea, so we'll get into that. What else? I'm currently playing this map. I did a similar thing with the Reservoir. I use a flow valve at the end of the river where your main graves are blasted all the way down to the bottom, so it's hold water till the bad tide ends. Fair enough. It feeds and holds tons of water on one end, then another flow valve to open hold by the farms to stay hydrated. Yeah, so what I need to do here, I think Phelan mentioned this as well, Steve. What I need to do is I need to blast under here, or blast under here potentially. And what I can do is I can put a flow valve in here, and then I can still keep this here as emergency dumping for water. But hopefully a flow valve should do it. So when this is essentially empty, we'll try and set a reminder at like 3 days, so that we can. Why can't I see the water? There it is. So I don't want to use too much of this while we don't have to. So when we can do this, I don't want it all leaking out. So we will do that. That's a very good idea. Remind me. I would say remind me, but it doesn't work like that. Jason says, I've managed the immediate dangers. Need to figure out your big reservoir. I really do. I need to figure out maximization of seeps as well, which is what we're hopefully going to look at today. NYC is telling me he's quitting the series. He's very bored, apparently. I'm joking. And Phelan has mentioned about using about our drain down here. So he says that with his napkin map, I've also realised that I can't fit in a tubeway station down here, so this is all a bit dumb at the moment. With his napkin map, basically this needs to be 6 wide. So I think as we get further to the end and introduce more, and what we need to do is we need to put valves in so that it can only flow one way. I very much agree to that. So I was going to try and recoup as much of the resources from this as we could, because obviously you can delete the tunnels. However, I don't think we're going to do that. I have also had a really nutty idea about putting like a tunnel around here, around the back as well, all the way up here, and then we use mechanical pumps to chuck it all back in at the end, but that probably isn't going to happen because that just sounds nuts. So, as for power production, let's jump on that straight away because I think that's something we can achieve immediately. So I'm going to waste some more logs. Oh, and also I'm blind. I mean, I am very blind, but look at that gap. Pop that there. It can be reached. So let's get this sped up. So we're going to go straight into the power production because that will take the pressure off this. And we're going to hopefully use one of our... We're going to use a chronometer, I believe. Because what I want to do is I don't want this turned on. It's something that can be turned on, but I would like to not have it turned on. So what we're going to do is we're going to put power wheels in. Where are they? Power! I hope this is what you mean. Now, we could... They're probably going to be better to actually come in and blast this down, isn't it? I think it's probably just going to be better. I mean, we might only get one side, but I think one side of big power wheel is better than two loads of small ones. So we'll come in and put them in. We don't have... Well, we actually have a reasonable amount of dynamite. You've been doing a good job, boy. Did I do this actually at the bottom of the map? I did. So if I was to put a tubeway station down, I mean, I just don't think that's working. But also, come and pick up all these planks. Tubeway station, tubeway. So, oh yeah, they are finishing this tubeway because I asked them to. And this is why we're expanding the metal production up here. Good stuff. So this is fine, this is fine. Eurochronometer now, so that slams on during a good tide. We automated all of our water. I did this off stream because I realised I forgot that one. So all of these are automated. Lovely stuff. So do we need to set some production limits for other stuff? What other lovely automation? So a population count, I don't really want that at the moment. I don't really need a power meter because I just don't think that's necessary. Contamination sensor is fine, don't really need that. Flow sensor, I'm not really sure what I'd use that for. And a relay, we are not getting into relays just yet. They are slowly building that. We'll put that around the back. And then, yeah, that should allow this to flow down. And it should be good. Because power-wise, with the large wheels, I mean, you get 14 and... Yeah, you get much more. So I think if we can kind of... We might have to move this. Or suspend it on a platform or something, I'm not sure. But we can. We can do it. Are you little guys doing this as well? I realise I'm going to have to move all of this out as well. So, let's talk about this area. Because this is where I want our tree farms to be. I know we have this lovely nasty flowing down here, but I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. So my idea is, once again, I'm thinking we have maybe one there. And maybe... Do you reckon that's far enough, or do you reckon I come here? Delete that. And have one here. And I'm hoping this is going to be a good, big enough tree farm area for us to sustain for quite a while. So the idea is I'm going to pop them in. And then, once those are in, I need to get them down here as well, don't I? What do you do? What do you mean you're doing? You're giving them more big projects? I know. I know. But we're going to pop that there. And we're going to pop that there. And my ambition is to have a tubeway system over here. I am kind of annoyed that I've done this above ground now. I kind of want to redo it underground. But we will see. I think it looks fine for now. So what I could do is I could run one round here, down here, over the top of this, and then we could put a station down here, and it'd be quicker to get them there. Oh, look at it, they're chucking it all in. Because that's just a really dumb long route. I need to come up with something better. But for now, it'll do. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good, remember. My new motto of life. And to continue that strength, we kind of need some more water storage, don't we? Well, not water storage, bad water storage. I still have that as bad water storage. I do, which is really dumb. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for some large tanks, I think. I know I should be deleting all the medium tanks. But... A big, actually no, we can do better. I kind of want these to look a little bit in fitting with the area, shall we say. Because we can do better. We can do better with the aesthetic we're going for. So what I'm going to do is... This path is superfluous to need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. I kind of want to recess them into the ground so that they so it looks a little bit better. I'm trying to be more conscious of how things look. So we need 1, 2, 3. And then that should allow us to do that. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Right. Boom. We are going to get a bit of backflow, but we should be able to push the other way. So, out you come. Pop you there. Are you finishing this? I'm kind of feeling like just do it. And then you can work on everything else when you need to. So, power wheel time. Oh, that's a large power wheel. That's not what I'm looking for. So that's too close because it doesn't like being close to that. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to suspend this with my disbelief. We're going to pop that there, and I think we're going to try and pop another one here. Hopefully, this is what you're talking about, Laura. And I haven't butchered your idea. So we could actually... No, I'll let them build that first. Are you doing anything about this? Oh no, it's because I've come and told them, oh, you can come and build this now. They're all like running over to do this because they really want to get it. I mean, I really want you to get it done as well. So we're at 11.6 days. So how's our water? 2.3k. We haven't even pumped most of this. Have they put this thing in under here? They have, mostly. I just need to be a bit careful that I don't push too far with the tunnel, so to speak. Otherwise, all that water, lovely water, flows out, and then we get into a bit of trouble. So, where am I? I need more tunnels. I think that should be fine. Yeah, nothing's coming out there. I can also actually delete this now. This does not need to happen. In fact, it's counterproductive to have this happening because I'm going to want to. I mean, what we're going to do is we're going to... We need to remove some of this, actually. Remove you. Remove you. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So, how's our industry doing? So, we're maxed out on planks, we're maxed out on things, so we kind of need to work into some more storage. So, down here, it probably makes sense to have some sort of storage complex, doesn't it? I did want to bury one, but seeing as how much stuff we're going to be using, I don't think that makes sense. So, I'm just going to... I think we come down here. It should come off the side here. And I'm going to ask them to take all of these out. And we're going to high prioritize that when they get down there. Because I want to turn this into our mini storage area. Because we've got people working when they're not working, so we should be maximizing our production capabilities. Come on, guys. Get going. I know I have excess beavers as well. I should be doing something with that. So, boom. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the water... We're going to put these in the ground. Like so. So you can just see the tops of them. I think that's kind of cool. You might disagree. That's also fine. I do want you to build this one for me though, friends. So they can access that. They can... They shouldn't all be building this now because they can't all get over here. So they should be doing other little things. What are you doing? Wow, we have loads of excess beavers. What has gone on? Has well-being increased that much? Fine, okay. Because you remember we improved this last time. To be a little bit better. I'm not saying it's perfect, but to be a little bit better. And I think we are going to continue with like the pods. The little industrial area. So we got one here. We got one up here. Well, we got... Yeah, it's a bit weird up there. I don't mind that being an industrial area. I also need to do something with this because we need to get the water down into here. But I kind of need to make this reservoir a bit deeper. So it all just takes time. Are you set? You are set to a weather station, okay. And so what we're going to do over here, we're going to set all of this to... So you're a depth sensor there. We're going to set you to a depth sensor here. So where is a depth sensor? It's under the automation tab, Scott. I think we're going to pop the boy... That can also go away now because that's ugly. Stop getting distracted. So we're going to put a depth sensor here. They need to be there. I think that works. I think that does work. I also realised we haven't put an overflow on this, so we just have to be careful. Yeah, we haven't put an overflow on. I guess these come out in a minute and get put on as overflow. How have they done this up here? Oh, they have. So the idea being... Oh, I think that looks a bit cooler. They have put this in. So that doesn't quite fit there like that. So I think I have to blast these out actually. Pop them in. And then that should create some flow. It doesn't at the moment, but it should. It's going to. And we'll set a chronometer up here so that when this is running, we don't need to have this run. I'm going to probably rework a bit of this area as well, because it's not making the most sense to me. So that's done. Have they come under here and done this? They are going under there and doing that. I have to be very careful about this, unless I come in from the other side, because I don't want to... I mean, we're not losing water, because it's just draining into the other reservoir. I just need to do it at the right time. This is drained out again, as per. Yeah, I do need to do something about that. And you're going to be bad water, and you are going to be extract. But first, need to make sure I'm still giving them all. We checked this, didn't I? That I wasn't going to burst up for anything. Yeah, we did. That's fine. So, come on. Come on, guys. Come on, debtor. I mean, I can just open this now just to see what it's going to do, can't I? Doesn't really matter. So it'll flow through. Push that. So that is generating, wow, it's quite a good amount of power. We probably won't use this forever. I did say it's quite a good amount of power, and it's not too bad. I guess maybe I'm not funneling it enough. Maybe I should levy up that side. But we're going to put 2 of these in, and then Laura can tell me if this is wrong. And it wasn't what she meant. Because even with that, that's almost doing what the engine's doing. Do I need to... Would that help? That does help. Okay. And that's just a little bit of freebie. Well, what we can do is we can get a chronometer over here. So I'm only going to turn this engine on during a drought, and that'll save us some resource. So where are you, chronometer? Weather station, not chronometer. So you can go there. So what the plan is to get this built. Get this resource out of here. Give them a second to do that. Have they built this? They have built this. So we are going to come in with the warehousing. And I'm not going to make mistakes I've made last time, so... I think we'll go back here, because we might do this two-layered towards the end. So, logs, planks. Cool. Yeah, okay. They're the only couple of things I really need. Well, I guess we could put treated planks down here as well. We'll delete that. So, duplicate. I'm using the duplicate tool. Look, guys. Proof that an old dog can learn new tricks. So, let's have that come around there, like so, to here. And so we have the eternal question of how do I make us get up the other side? It's going to be quite simple. I'm just going to put some stairs in. Doesn't have to be super functional. Just like so. And that will do for now. Could put some gear storage on this side if I so desire, which I probably will. We'll just keep them down the bottom. This doesn't have to look amazing. It doesn't look amazing, but it looks fine for what we're trying to do for now. This is just to keep the production going so that we can ensure that we do have what we need when we need it. So that's in. The second one of these is going in. Oh, they put these tanks in as well now. Look at that. I really like that. Second one of these is going in, and the chronometer is going in. Build that for me. You not built this for me. What are we waiting for? Scrap metal. Do I not have enough scrappers? Clearly I don't. We also are going to have to move a lot of this as well, so... Goodbye. 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 And what I will do is I will continue to scrap over here because it just makes sense. So, metal. I'm following Jason's... I used to rush the mine. I don't know why I used to rush the mine. I am following Jason's strategy of make sure you just get the scrap metal in and don't worry too much about it. And I've realised I probably built them on the wrong side because now I can't put storage in. Oh, I can. I can put one there. That'll do. That'll do until we've got rid of all that scrap metal there. So what we'll do is we'll put that to scrap metal and we'll set that to supply. And we will set you to obtain. Prioritize by haulers. So, the idea here is what we're going to do is we're going to tunnel back on ourselves. I mean, we're not actually going to tunnel back on ourselves, because what we're going to do is we're going to put those dynamites there. So we'll do that in a second. Have they done this now? They have. I'm not going to worry about a couple of planks. We seem to have loads. So, I want a valve. I mean, realistically, yeah, I want a valve, don't I? Because a valve just fits nicely in there. So, we're going to automate this based on this. So you want a... Let's get this right. So when the measurement is below... When you're turned on, your target height should be 0. Okay. Oh yeah, no, we have regulated that, haven't we? We don't need an overspill because we've got the valve doing it now. Memories. So we want... When you've got a target height of greater than... Yeah, I do want this to be greater than. So probably do... Yeah, target height greater than that. You can then turn off. So you should be... So you should be on right now. Have I done this? Oh, I need to set its threshold. Oh, so you're now not going to open, are you? Because you're... Well, let's just come through here and just dynamite it. And we'll just see what happens. I guess that can go there, and that should just dynamite straight down. Yeah, that should be fun. And then we're going to test this. And I realised I didn't do any of this. Which I should have been doing. Dynamite. I promised we were going to do that, and we didn't, and we haven't. That's sad. However, we have both of these power wheels now. And we have this chronometer, so... When we're in a drought... Activate, so you can be paused for now, because I'm going to run a power line over here. I hope this is what you meant. It's not generating as much power as we could. Maybe we could squeeze a little, tighten this up a little bit. But yeah. Proof that I do try to. Yeah. That's fine. So they built this valve. So when I detonate this, so you should be, so you're, so do I need to change you to be, so that's just now going to drain all of that. And what this does is, in a good tide, this maximizes the amount of flow we have coming out of here. So we have this coming out of here, this coming out of here, to now fill this. And this is also filling this. So this should fill relatively quickly. Because it has an extra amount of stuff coming out. I'm really sorry I didn't get to this. But I can't, there's no way I could tunnel through there and... I mean, maybe I can? Let's put that in there. So this will keep flowing all the time into here. Detonate, detonate. So the idea behind this is what we're going to do is we're going to have some lovely tree farms here. We are going to, where is it? We're going to come back here. And we can even come back to there for that. And we could come back to here. And we can just create some... I might actually be tempted to have this share a valve. Does that sound dumb? We could just have one valve in there. Yeah, that is dumb. Because if I was going to do that, I could save myself a lot of... I mean, I still can save myself a lot of dynamite. So, landscaping. Because we can just come across here like this. So what we could do is once they put that in, I could put the valve in at this end, they'll come in from both ends and that should be fine. Because they are doing it. Does that mean they've run out of... Does that mean they've run out of space? Yeah, they've run out of space. This is the frustrating thing. It's a shame you can't tell them to like lay paths as they go. However, if they run out of things to build, have some of that. But I'm not going to watch them do that. There's probably something about watch beaver. So that's really... Oh, so that's set to a limit. So water should just be flowing out. So water is increasing there now. So I've set this to unlimited, so that means that that should be regulated by this. So fingers crossed that's working. Apologies, I do just need to... Apparently my weird hay fever that seems to turn up every now and again has made a stunning return. And we do just need to be careful that we don't go too far. So that's fine. These are not producing as much power as I'd like. Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come and focus the water, aren't we? Like so. So what we'll do is we'll get some double platforms over. Not like that. And then we'll have that go down there. It can't hurt to have access, because if we can have power coming off both sides, I can do something over here. So that's a good idea. And we blasted that out. I can't actually delete that without deleting. We're going to wait. We're going to wait again. So now this is actually filling up. Is it filling up as quickly as I'd like it to? Probably not. But it is filling up. I think maybe I need to set the threshold for this a little bit lower. Because this is a nice idea, but I also don't want it to become a big white elephant. Because the main area to pump is here. But we can put some pumps over here. My idea is to have like a suspended pumping area. But I do just need to make sure that we're not going nuts. And I also need to keep an eye on this because I don't want it to become, like I said, another problem. So I need to just be careful because they are getting close to the ends. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put foresters. We're going to put foresters in, and then we're going to turn this all into a big tree farm. That is the idea. Can you come and build this for me? But we have a drought approaching. So in the drought, this will turn off. And this will turn back on to power these. But we are saving some resource. All of our pumps are back on. We have loads of water being pumped. This is how I want this to work. It's just we need more water for it. So we're probably going to have to get this seep involved as well when we have achieved the bad tide drain removal. Because what I can do is I can route it around here and it can come out maybe there. And then we have another source to fill this big ass reservoir up. So that is a problem at the moment, but it's not going to be a problem because it's a seep. So it's hit max seepage. It just looks disgusting. Very disgusting. So just for clarifications of my self-imposed rules, which are probably the same as JC's, anything that causes pressure, such as a bad tide drain, has to go off the edge of the map. Because seeps are designed to only go up to a certain amount of pressure, because they're essentially seeping water out of like the natural environment. Like, I imagine it a bit like a spring. You know, it's coming out of the rocks, so it's not creating a lot of pressure. So I don't mind having the bad water seeps boxed in like that. Somebody told me this works underwater. I'm sure somebody told me this works underwater. And now it doesn't. Oh, the number cruncher does, the power doesn't. Okay. Oh, yeah. What can you do? That's where I picked up our reservoir. I guess we just go and get all the bits soon. Ooh, have we... Please don't tell me we've broken through. We have. Get this one built. And this one built. Which means too far from district centre. Of course it's too far from district centre. So I think it's time also maybe for a revamp of our pumping operations. Because we are the Ironteeth, aren't we? So we are going to be industrious about this. So. Unlock a large platform. Okay, now we'll do it with 2 of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a good pumping operation here. I want to clear all of this out. All of this. Let's just have this as an upper reservoir and this is a lower reservoir, and we'll move all of our pumping situation down here. So let's come out like so. How many pumps do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I probably don't need that many pumps, but what we'll do is we will humour it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is, hopefully this isn't giving you like flashbacks, MYC. Or maybe it is. And maybe that was my intention all along. And what we'll do that. Do that. And what we'll do is we'll run a path down the middle. And let's let them get that built first. This is going to go away because that's very annoying. So what I want them to do is I want to pause that. And I want us to... Let's also go check out our mega project. No, I didn't pause these. That would have been good. Didn't pause this either. Oh, or did, oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, oh, okay, I had to pause stuff. That's fine. Anyway, where was I? I paused that one under there. I can't believe the number cruncher works, which is funny, but the geothermal engine doesn't, which is, you know, even funnier. Ugh. And what we do is we're going to have a fill valve here. And what you're going to do is you can have a target height of 0.5, and that's fine. And the reason I pause that is because I just want them to come and... But I would like them to build this so it actually looks like we've done something this episode. And I don't feel like we have done a lot. Feels a bit... I have these moments in like in the middle of like big stuff like this, and I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I'm just taking ages to do stuff, but stuff in this game does just take time. I probably need to come in here actually, and let's get all of this out, and let's also make the most of having a drought, and see if we can blast all of this down as well. Because I know we've increased bad water storage, but the rate we're putting stuff into extract. We also do need to think about farming. I haven't forgot about farming. I was hoping farming could go somewhere over here. Or somewhere up here. Maybe we'll put a farm up here. But, you know, I'm thinking of construction and your time, so I'm trying to maximise that at the moment. It's too far from a district centre. You need to connect the paths. So yeah, this is incredibly low. I've done this to us, but hopefully we will have built this in time. So it's going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. We will be able to delete this now, though. Not just yet. Not just yet. As you can see, there is still water there. But soon. I kind of want to turn that back to 1.5. So that should go up to, yeah, roughly there. That's where we want it at. The trouble is, there's no world in which I mean, there is, isn't there? Fine. Build that for me. Unpause that. I appear to be coming down with a cold. So you should be... okay, so I need to make sure you are prioritised by haulers. The rest of the engines prioritised by haulers. Those ones are. Those ones are as well. So there we go. And this is fine. And before you ask, yes, I am going to build a dam to protect our number crunching. Is that the same height? I didn't need to build this at the back. Yeah, I did not need to build this at the back. Oh well, it's there now. Come and build my tunnels. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like a watched pot never boils. What else can we go talk about? So I want to sort out this housing mess because I don't like it, and I kind of like what we did over here. I like this. And what I want to do is I want to kind of make organic housing look good. This might be a nice place. How big is the large barrack? Rather than click on it, I could just get it. So what we do is put housing. So it's 3x3. So let's come in with some more dynamite. I feel like we're going to need to expand dynamite production because I am just going to be going through it, aren't I? Dynamite. 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 And the plan is, what we're going to do here is we're going to put pump, 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 and then, so rather than having to worry about all the pumping going on up there, this should be enough to keep us going, and then I can delete all of these pumps, reconfigure this a little bit to get the pumps out from down here, maybe put some swimming pools in down here, and then we can just pump all through all cycles. I don't need any automation because, I mean, I probably will have automation to a certain degree when we hit a certain threshold of the amount of water, but it's not going to be a super necessary thing. How are you getting on, guys? You're not doing too badly. Sorry if you caught that disgusting sound on the mic there when I was like, I don't know, weird sneeze going on. Build for me. Well, not build. I probably actually want them to get that stuff out first, don't I? But whatever. Make this slightly lower priority. Apart from the fawns, get the fawns out. Like I say, it doesn't matter if we don't achieve this today. But it'll be good to. And hopefully this is going to improve the flow through here for our power generation. Oh, you probably meant like you should come around here, didn't you? I honestly don't know. I interpret the comments as best I can, and when Phelan tried to draw me a map on one of his comments, it refused to let him do that, so screw us, I guess. But we are going to do this today. We're going to change this. We're on 48 minutes, so we have like 5 minutes left, 10 minutes left. Pause that, so nobody gets stuck. Build those two for me, please. And we're going to box this in. We should also probably think about actually like capping this properly. Because I will be able to delete all of this soon because it won't be able to release the bad water, and we'll cap that properly because whilst the physics of it makes sense, I think the cap actually looks a little bit more like aesthetic for the Ironteeth. It looks like what they would do. What would the Ironteeth do? This is surviving a little bit longer. This is drained out properly this time. I'm probably injuring loads of beavers by doing this. I am injuring loads of beavers by doing this. Come on, guys, though. And what I need to actually do is I need to actually put a I'll probably get there actually, won't it? Because I don't want them doing this. Oh, wrong side. Pause. Automation. No, it's in the pathing, isn't it? So I want a gate. So I want a gate there. High priority, and I want to automate it based upon. Do we have a bad tide one? You are a bad tide one. No. I need a relay. So we'll pop the relay there. Just so that I don't forget to turn this off while they're building this. So many injured beavers. These fawns are spicy. But we will get them out. We are slowly getting them out. While we're doing this, let's have a little bit of tidy up there. I mean, I'm not even going to come for them anymore. There's no point coming for them anymore. 13 injured beavers. Just show how many extra beavers we had. Can you get this built, please? I don't actually need to build those last bits, do I? Because the water will already be forced through, so it's fine. So I only actually need to build that bit. Okay, good chat. Good chat. Sorry, I'm talking to myself again. Unpause that, unpause that. They are slowly doing that. How are we getting on with the... Oh. The widening. We are going to have to exponentially increase our beaver population as well, because they're all going to be branching off to do different side caves soon. So what I might do is I might deprioritize the side caves. Like mega deprioritize the side caves, because I'd rather get the main thing done first. So if Phelan's napkin math is right, I need to go one wider. So we will envisage that close to the time, because I think here's going to be fine, because we're going to valve it here. So I only need to get wider as I get towards the end. So I think that's going to be okay. You're built, so it's an ore gate. So we're going to have. So what are you? Temperate or bad tide. So you or you. I mean, I could have just built a new weather thing for drought, and I'm going to automate you on that. On if any input is on. So it's not a bad tide. And it's not a drought. Oh, so they're off. So why are you on? Perform simple logic operations. I don't have pass-through. On if input is on. So you can't. Can you come build this? Does the cross mean they can't get through here? Should I have just built? Let's delete that. And let's put in another weather station. I'm fully aware that this is like hubristic to the max, but I don't want to forget about these beavers, so let's pop that there. That we can actually delete this now. So, I guess I need some stairs to get down here. This needs to happen quickly as well. So, I actually didn't need to delete that up, did I? I can just put a fill valve in here. And we'll set that to 0.5. Awesome. I think they can actually probably build that from... So if it's a drought... If it's a drought, activate it. If not, that's fine. So they are going to come and continue to build that. Ah, we have breakthrough here. And we almost have breakthrough here. So let me just delete all of these. And let's see if we can recover some of these planks. I didn't say to do that, did I? I want the path still in. But we are going to be planting a lot of trees down here soon. We'll have one forester there, have some lumberjack flags around. And hopefully we're never going to run out of trees. Fingers crossed. I need to put some steps in and stuff to make that look like, but we're going to get into the tree farming down here. Let's get this started to be built. And they can continue to come through here. So we're on 56 minutes. We will get to the end of... Please build this. Please build this. You have one job. Please come and build this. Somebody needs to finish this. Who's going to lower that? It's because I have 700 beavers. Because I sent them all down into the... We do have lots of... Oh, that'll sort itself out. Who's coming to build this? You've literally just got to come and... Oh, my... Why does this always happen to me? Oh. How is it too far from a district centre? The pumping has started. The mass pumper-thon. So that should now be shut, so they can't come through here and contaminate themselves. Lovely stuff. Building that. Can somebody come build this? It is built. Fine. So now that's going to do that. That's going to automate that. So what are you set to? You're set to 0.5. So I'm going to set you to 0.45. Because, or even I could set you to 0.55. So the idea is that this will open first, and if this is now not full, this will then open. So we do limit the amount of beaver we're wasting. He's in there because of the time delay, so that will reset. So that's fine. We don't need to think too much about that. We almost ran out of bad water as well. Hopefully, is this producing a little bit more power? I think it's getting there. I don't think it's there just yet. So yeah, that's kind of the episode. Bit of a mishmash episode. We've tried to do some cool stuff. We've continued with this unholy project. I mean, that's just evil. We've put some platforms in. Realised that the number cruncher works underwater. This does not work underwater. So we're going to have to box it in. To protect it. So that is fine. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, we've moved on to a new water tree farm bit. So I think we're making solid progress. I'm trying to put the industrial processes, the tree farming, everything in place so that I don't get ahead of myself. And when we get towards the end, we're nowhere near the end. But when we do get towards the end, it turns into a big, you know, like I'm waiting on stuff to come through. I really don't want that again. So hopefully, I need this to be built. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for more Spillage.